Hello, this is Compound Interest Stock Guy. Today in part 2 of Zenabis series on, just whole thesis on the situation around Zenabis right now. So stay tuned. I want to disclose I'm not a financial advisor. This is just for entertainment information purposes. Do not buy or sell based on anything I talk about. Buy or sell after you did your own research, due diligence, and you like the investments you're pursuing. Leave a comment down below. Share the video with friends and family. Give me a thumbs up, I appreciate it. Subscribe if you're new, don't be shy. So anyways, let's get into this situational awareness on Zenabis story. So Zenabis is a very interesting story. I say it's the most controversial company in the whole cannabis space. I don't think there's another company that has as much controversial around Zenabis. And it's an interesting story what's going down. So okay, let's start off with so I've been following on CEO.ca, and I've been posting in there, and I'm talking to people in there, Cannabis Hero, MK, Brent, and a few others that are in there. And some guys have a lot of intelligent things to say. So here's the thing that's really interesting. Okay, if you want to look up Monarch, Monarch Group is a group that Monty Sinca, that is a big owner, and Mark Katropa, and they're both at the top of the levels in the Monarch Group, and they're at the top of the levels in Zenabis as far as ownership and shares. So that's a very interesting story that nobody's really talking about besides the people that have taught me that in CEO.ca. And it is in their best interest, if Zenabis is going to be a world leader and they're going to be a top 5 company for a long time in Canada. Who knows? You got fucking Kronos, you got Canopy, you got Aurora, you got Tilray. I mean, it's tight competition. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think they got their work cut out for them, and they may never do that. I mean, you got Organigram, you got Hexo, but who knows? There's outliers. There's things up companies' sleeves, who knows? So they have one of the guys from the Richberry systems or whatever. They're it's like a farming private company that's connected with all the growing for ocean spray companies, and he just joined. He participated in the rights offering, and that's very interesting. Ocean Spray does about $2 billion per year in revenue, so they're not a little chump change as far as companies go. So if that is conclusive as far as that Ocean Spray wants to work with Zenabis, I think that gives them a great opportunity to become a top 5 company in Canada. I do. Even if they don't give them a lot of money. I mean, I don't think they have that much money, but they're going to be able to help them with their debt. That guy's part of working with restructuring on debt. So as soon as that debt gets sorted out, even if it doesn't get sorted out, I think it can rise like crazy. But that if the debt was completely eliminated, that'd be amazing. But okay, so Ocean Spray has a great brand as far as juices goes. You go get your cranberry juice, they got different types of cranberry and all the different juices, like mango cranberry, blueberry, all these different things. And it's a really great brand, right? A really great brand. There's people that if they knew that they had that brand in CBD, I think it would be flying off the shelf, I'm telling you, because why not? People will learn to appreciate the benefits of taking CBD, and if it has a great taste with ocean spray juice, the sky's really the limit. Not to mention they have amazing low cost per gram, and they're gaining market share across Canada. So as far as their international focus, who knows when that's going to start penetrating, but you know, they have potential from propagation to have those contacts in order. So it's not out of the question that could be a big catalyst for 2020. But you know, I'm more focused on just what's going to happen in Canada. And right now I think they're selling really well. So they're going to have their PAX Labs probably coming out in vapes soon. I know Afria's got PAX Labs, so PAX Labs is getting in. So that's who they have a deal with Zenabis. So I don't know. It's a really interesting story. I don't say to buy or sell the company, but I'm telling you, I have been going in balls deep in the last couple months, and I'm not afraid to admit it, because you know, the risk reward is very good, and you know, it's get rich or die trying. And you know, I can always try another way if I fucking blow up with these stocks, but you know, it will hurt. It's hurting right now, right? You know, when it's down. And that's the thing is, because if the insiders know so much information and they're connected with that Monarch Group, all these guys would be connected with other big money and their friends and family. And what they're doing is they're scaring out all these retail that are so used to being able to buy Canopy at $25 and then it goes to $50, or buy Aurora at $2.50 and it goes to $10 or whatever, right? And that's not the way this cannabis industry is going to be rolling on in the future. Rolling on in the future is all about EBITDA and net income. I'm telling you straight up, that's fucking 2020 for you. Yeah, some companies with lots of cash, it's a different scenario, but betting on companies just based on hype isn't gonna work the same in 2020, because people are smarter, and you know, they're realizing they're not gonna risk money on companies that are losing money and going bankrupt, because there's a lot of fear going around with bankruptcy, and these new investors don't really understand how to break out of the bankruptcy fears. I've been studying other companies. Fuck yeah, I've been studying other companies. I study fucking Coors. And Coors has $8 billion in debt. And that's a lot of fucking debt. So they really have to fight and struggle on with their alcohol. And their alcohol sales are going down. So, you know, cannabis sales are only going to go up. So they're scaring everybody with all this fear, right? It's like, oh, Aurora's going to go bankrupt because they got debt. Oh, Zenabis is going to go bankrupt because they got debt. But there's companies that have so much more debt. And if they do start breaking even and making money every month, the whole debt concerns is like out of the window. So I do believe that it has been, you know, but Zenabis did do that rights offering, and they're getting people in cheap. They just gave themselves some options at 16 cents. So it is in their best interest to bring the share price up above 16 cents. Because without that, you know, those options are going to be worthless, okay? So there's so much with Zenabis, and there's a lot of unknowns, and they're being very quiet. But I think we're gonna see some very exciting things come out of Zenabis in the near term. And you know, I do hold a big position, and you know, I think if it went down to about 12 or 11 cents, I'd probably buy more. I might get up to 100,000 shares of Zenabis. You know, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think I should be diversifying, not putting that money into it. get it into Valens, get it into Freeport McMoran, put it into Nilsey, put it into, you know, London Mining, put it into some other company, right? But I'd be watching the chart, and I think there's going to be some explosion in the next couple of weeks when it gets closer to the weekly T line. But you know, there's a lot of risk behind Zenabis, and anybody that's holding Zenabis right now, even if it's only like 5,000 shares or whatever, you know, the courage to hold on and believe, like I give you guys props, because it isn't like you know, it's not safe. Like, you don't feel safe sleeping at night, like your shares and all that stuff. Like when it's your shares have gone down or whatever, and you're you know, you're lowering your cost average or stuff like that, it takes great amount of courage to believe in that, because you're risking your hard money. That's just the absolute truth. And if it wasn't for the fact that there was dispensaries in my town, and I was able to see the best sellers in BC, like they're getting a lot of best sellers, see their sales across Canada. I mean, that's really what I have to go on. They're not saying much. So other than they did just say on the operational update how much they're growing. So that is what gives me light at the end of the tunnel. And you know, I've gone through fucking tons of pain in my life. A lot of people, you know, they don't want to deal with the pain when the share price is down or whatever. And they don't know pain because, you know, but for people that have a high threshold for pain, you know, I don't know. There's a potential. And I think that's all I want to say. Leave a comment down below. Give me thumbs up. I appreciate it. Shaka. Share the video with friends and family. And peace. I'm out.